Hello, this is Caveman PRDR. Welcome to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Psi Hermetic 5 pulse rifle. But before we do, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, as both help out me tremendously as I make content for you guys. Thank you. Let's get on with the video. It is a high impact frame. I think this is for the most part a PvP inspired weapon. Let's start with PvP first. It's a 75 recoil direction, and I really like having 100 recoil direction. I generally go arrowhead break because I also like the boost to handling. I think it would be good to go into range a little bit in column 2. So the general accurized rounds, and then in column 3 and 4, I think you have plenty of options. I've been using rolls that have outlaw. I don't think you can go wrong with, especially in 6v6, I don't think you can go wrong with the classic old school outlaw kill clip combo. I think that's going to be really good for PvP, especially sixes. Maybe you can catch someone that's not really paying attention, get a quick kill on them, and then activate kill clip and have a little bit easier forgiveness on the damage profile. I really like that combination. I also have a outlaw head seeker combination. Aim like your first part of your shot at the body, and then you try to do the rest of the burst closer to the head, and then the next burst as close to the head as possible. Aim assist is super forgiving in this game, so I don't really think you have to be that close necessarily on the target to be able to get that. I think head seeker is going to be really good for PvP for column 4. I think Frenzy could be slept on as a perk. Frenzy will give you a 15% damage bonus as well as 100 handling and 100 reload speed whenever it is activated. You don't have to get a kill to activate this either. And it does damage shift as well. You can do a 5 crit on a tier 10 to tier 3. If you do have Frenzy activated, I think Frenzy is going to be a slept on perk here. And even for PvP, if you want to do something with Stasis and do a combination with Whisper of Shards, where you destroy the Stasis crystals, you get increased grenade regen. I think that's a good way to go. Main ones are probably going to, for me, you're going to be Kill Clip, Head Seeker, and Frenzy. I'm not the biggest fan of Perpetual Motion, but some people do. I understand. I mainly just think about laning and really holding down a lane. I don't really see Perpetual Motion being that useful. I'm going to go with Headstone. Encore is also pretty nice as well, giving bonuses to stability and range. Super useful on the pulse rifle. I think for kill chaining, Encore is going to be pretty good. I'm not entirely certain how good Enlightened Action works, but I know dealing damage improves reload speed and handling, and apparently they have a scaler here for it. So Enlightened Action and Kill Clip could be potentially a good combination because you're dealing damage and you're also going to get a reload speed increase after, you're going to get a reload speed from doing damage with handling. You're also going to get damage after you activate Kill Clip. I think these are probably going to be 2 of the main roles. I think moving target's going to be good. If you plan on using if you plan on using this on a stasis sub, I think you could consider using elemental capacitor as well, as elemental capacitors on stasis gives 20 recoil direction and 19% reduced ADS movement speed penalty. This is actually going to be low-key, kind of hidden OP. The reduced ADS movement speed penalty is going to be, it's going to be kind of nutty. Moving target is always really good. I just think there's a lot of potential really good roles on this gun. I think if you do go with the stasis elemental capacitor, I think you can afford to bump up range in column 1. But if you don't get that, I'm personally a fan of arrowhead break. But I think a lot of these you can use and just be, a lot of the barrels you can use and just be fine, honestly. I'm not the biggest fan of full bore personally. If you're on M&K, I think you're fine with using full bore. Controller users, I would recommend one of the recoil direction mods, using a masterwork where you like stats in. Anyway, for me personally, arrowhead break, accurized rounds, outlaw, encore, or moving target on non-stasis subs with kill clip, head seeker, or frenzy. If you're using a stasis sub, I think elemental capacitor with headstone could be potentially good with something like range in column 1. In PvE, there's a interaction with Psi Hermetic 4, which is going to be probably one of the more unique things about the pulse rifle. Column 4, it can roll headstone, precision final blow, spawn a stasis crystal at the victim's location, and use this in combination with wild card. Final blows with this weapon have a chance to create experimental submunitions at the target's location, which is basically just a small telesto bolt. Probably will spawn 1 to 3 of them at a target's defeated location. These will explode the stasis crystal that is left over from the headstone, which you can use in a Shade Binder or a Stasis subclass in general. To activate Whisper of Shards, shattering a Stasis crystal temporarily boosts your inner grenade recharge rate. Shattering additional Stasis crystals increase the duration of this benefit. This is a very good interaction with Whisper of Shards that you can use to abuse the shatter that gives you grenade energy back, which you can use to gain grenade energy back quickly in PvE, as well as it pairing with the seasonal artifact, the Hail the Storm seasonal artifact. Shattering encased targets and stasis crystals deal additional damage. Shattering stasis crystals release shards of ice that damage and slow targets. Pairs very well with this and the seasonal artifact. This is a very good use case for PvE. Whenever pulse rifle is generally on the artifact fairly often for an anti-champion weapon, I would recommend trying this out if you enjoy using stasis in PvE. I know stasis isn't super popular in PvE, but generally a lot of times when it is ran, the Osmiomancy Shade Binder is generally one of the better ways to go, especially with the capacity for crowd control that stasis and this subclass have in particular, especially when using Bleak Watcher. And I like using Glacial Harvest to to create shards and get shards back to use for powerful attraction, so I can get charged with light to get a grenade kickstart. And I don't know about y'all, I really like
execute all targets and make sure you're still standing,
especially
when the
for
dust
66. Like a little bit less for 3v3, but not a whole lot. I've just been an anomaly map fan. Okay, we're gonna put that right there. I really wanted to get an angle on wood, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna get that angle. I don't know where this guy came from. Unfortunate. Kind of getting shoved into our spawn right here. So we kind of just have AFK people sitting there. I can already tell you this means it's not going to be, so... Probably. Maybe. We'll see. I want to get cover from my left side right here, even though someone probably can just... Oh.
Shut the enemy down.
Try to get a little bit of health right here going. Unfortunately, someone gets behind me for free here, but it is what it is. Try to get a little bit of health back out there. It was a good little play for not having that much shotty ammo. I feel for this guy. People who use Sunshot in PvP, they got it set. I will tell you what. I respect the shit out of it. Last remaining 150.
You gained the lead. Together as one. I love it.
We're going to force a complete spawn flip here. I like this. Unfortunately, I'm going to die. I probably should have jumped right there, but it is what it is. Really should have ran back closer to my team. Move over a little bit. Really unfortunate that like 4 of us grouped up in that same corner, and I really needed to be by myself probably. But I kind of remember it was a little bit early. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough.
5 minutes remain.
Hey, you do the Crysthesia thing. Not my way to play, but I just don't like sidearms. See if I can get back over here for action. Try to control her. Here's the respawning in. I really don't think I have my back turned this long. I respect it. I respect the Sunshot play. I will forever respect the Sunshot play. I'm not good with it. Unless it's PvE, then I'm totally good with it. Wish I wasn't sitting on my co-users. Co-user right there.
3 minutes. Hold strong, and this battle is
Man,
yours.
that confused me.
Fight on and claim victory.
Let's try to get some reloading going on right here. Let's see if we can do
Hold down. Together as one. I love it. Victory is all I ask.
just shade binder things. Yep, that was a nice little game right there. Didn't start off too hot, but we did a lot better as the game went on. And we kind of just controlled what we could there at the very end. It's a fun little game. So yeah, that is the Psi Hermetic. If you have any questions or comments, let me know down below. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.